Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Destiny of Manifest by Destiny, and today I'm doing the Only 10 Decks Challenge as a virtual response to Katey Flowers. So before we get into the video, let me remind you that I am an Amazon associate, so all of the links to these decks that I will be speaking of will be down below, and you can support this channel by purchasing your decks through me. I receive a small commission, so I'll thank you in advance for your financial support. The first deck that I want to show you is the Meditation Healing Book and Card Pack. I like this Meditation Oracle because it uses really realistic imagery on the cards. Very simple keywords. And on the back of the cards, it gives you like an explanation of a creativity meditation. It gives you some affirmations and it kind of tells you when and where you could do this form of meditation healing. So you have like a state of mind meditation, stillness meditation, solitude meditation, nature, acceptance, sleep, communication, positive thinking. The guidebook was glued to this and I hated it, so I took it apart. The guidebook is very different the way that it's made. I think I got this from Five Below or Books a Million, but it's very different. It's unique. It tells you like which page you're on, maybe what meditation card would go with it. This is one of my smaller decks, so this is great for people with small hands, and I feel like it works really well when you're just doing like a general reading for the collective, or you want to help a client or help yourself or help a friend find a meditation. So now for my second deck, I have the Isis Oracle. And this is by Alana Fairchild. I love the energy and the effort and all of the creativity that she puts into her decks. Most of them that I have seen are centered around like divine feminine energy. I say that to say that when I am on my cycle or when I'm really delving into divine feminine energy, I like to use this deck. But yeah, Isis is like the goddess of 1,000 names, so many people can connect to this, but I will say this one does have more of an Egyptian feel to it. Some may say African, or whatever you call the continent, whatever you want to call it. More of an ancestral Egyptian type of energy. I do feel like the colors are very deep and like jewel tones, you know, like that. That's what it gives me. The cards, they're nice, but the best part about this deck is the guidebook, I'd say, because when you go to the guidebook, you get about 4 to 5 pages of an explanation for each card. You get the picture, you get the explanation, you also get a ritual and an incantation, or a, what is the other word, evoking, just a ritual, anything, a spell, really cool things that you can do that are associated with whichever card that you pull. Ooh. The Making Magic Oracle deck by Priestess. This is the only circular deck that I own. I love the colors that they use. It's very simple but magical, black and gold. As you can see, you get the symbol on there, the name of the symbol, the number of the oracle, number of the oracle card, moon phase that it associates with, and kind of what the symbol can help you with. So this is Felixitious, a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous activities. So you can see there's a bunch of symbols in there. So it's kind of like sigils that you can use when you're doing magic. Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Looks like a crescent moon down there. So really good to use if you like to use sigils, symbols, if you are looking to just get into a circular deck. I will say I like the way that it feels in my hand. It's a little bit different. You know, your hands kind of can grasp it more. But of course my hands are small, so it's still big. Here's the back of the deck. Now this guidebook awesome. Picture of the card, name, number, or number, name, history of the symbol, divination, and how you can manifest your dreams with it. Excuse me. So card deck number 4 is the Karma cards. So the Karma cards are really great for those of us, or you, anybody that wants to learn about astrology. These cards, it's a really cool deck because it has like 3 sections to it. The planets, the signs, and the houses. As you can see, you can flip these upside down, but on this side, it's different. On the red side, you have the action of the 8th house. So as a life or death issue, getting and using power, other people's resources. So it's kind of how the 8th house manifests itself in action. You can see that spiritually, mentally, and physically. Don't focus on my face, focus on the card. But yeah, and then so you flip it over, and this is thought. The blue side is thought, so it's more of an internal, or it's more of an outcome. That's what it is. I always get confused with these cards because I'll say I use them more as flashcards to learn about astrology. I use them a lot when I'm studying my natal chart, or just different events in the celestial world. The blue is the outcome, so it's kind of what you can expect of the 8th house. Personal power, spiritually personal power, mentally the mysteries of life, physically a major change. So the outcome, you can expect a major change. Spiritually, you can expect to feel more personal power. Mentally, you can expect to feel like you're going deep and diving into the mysteries of life. Really good card deck. Yeah, this is a really good card deck. Like I said, it's great for those of us who want to learn more about astrology. Now I move on to the 5th deck. Deck number 5 is the Tarot of the Orishas. I keep it in my tarot pouch. This is one of my first decks. Witchy, purple, full moon, stars. I like how these cards are kind of grungy, very earthy. I'm just going to show you the different types of cards that are in this deck. We have major arcana cards. So here's Yansa, Oya. Who is she in this deck? I really don't know because I don't read this deck kind of like that, but they do align when you kind of go back to the guidebook, or if you want to memorize it that way. But I don't bother to do that. We have 3 of Earth. As you can see, it has the zodiac signs and planet symbols down there. So that's the major and the minor arcana. We also have element cards. They also have symbols of the different water signs, or if this was the fire card, the different fire signs. And then we have a message signs. And I think these signs are these cards, we have a message from water, and these cards give like a special message from the guidebook. So of course you'd have to go read the guidebook, or if you're doing a reading, you could interpret it from the picture, of course, intuitively. It's up to you. But that looks like a mermaid with her chariot, right? Purple, red, yellow, flame. Like it gives super spiritual, super fiery wand energy. Very easy to shuffle with. Very good stock quality. Yeah, if you connect with the Orishas, if you want to learn more about the Orishas, this is a great way to start. And it's also a great way to still learn tarot. I feel like learning the meaning of tarot and doing it with a non-traditional deck is really great. Deck number 6 is probably my most expensive deck. This is the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas deck. And this is by Andrea Furtnick. And this is a special edition from I'm about to say 1990. That's like me. I'm like a special edition from 1990. This is the 2019-2020 special edition. This is a beautiful deck. Also have my name and a special message and Andrea's signature on the back. So I feel special when I got it. She does this for everyone, but you know, it still makes you feel nice. Open up the deck. You see the goddesses of, what's that? Water, wands, pentacles, swords. A magnifying glass came with this deck. You have this little magnifying glass because the guidebook, I guess, the words are rather small. So yeah, you can put it on there so you can see the words better. The guidebook's cool, but it's really the cards that are the star of this deck. As you can see, did you see that flash? They're holographic. I love this deck. It's the Afro Goddess deck, so of course there's representation of brown women and men with Afro textured hair. I keep looking at this deck and I can't figure out, this card, and I can't figure out what it is. Someone comment below, what is happening? What is happening on this card right here? Oh, I see it now. She's cloaked and she has her hood up and she's turned around, and then that's her arms. That's her bum. Lots of bums, lots of afros, lots of different skin tones. And lots of beautiful holographicness. This is one of my favorite cards. This is the Three of Cups. Yep, Three of Cups. BDE. Another one of my favorite cards. So yeah, I love this deck. I like that it has the black border. Gold foliage on the side. The back is just so pretty. For me, purple, gold, like this magenta type of color, violet, gives me witchy vibes. Any deck that has these colors in it is great for me. Deck number 7 is definitely one of my favorites to read or to use when I'm reading for clients or friends. It's the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. As you can see from the box, it's very big, but this deck is great because it focuses on the heart chakra, or more like love and relationships and connecting. Here's the Lover's card. See, it's all meant to be. Here's the Lover's card. As you know, that's traditionally the 6th card in the tarot. But it doesn't say lovers, it says love. So they do give like a different interpretation of what they want the card to say rather than what it traditionally says. And in this deck, they also have different chakra cards. So that's what makes it really unique in it being an oracle and a tarot deck at the same time. I don't mind that it's big. It really does work well as like if you want to use this as just your reading deck and you don't need any supplementary decks, you can break this down and actually have an oracle deck and a tarot deck, but with all of the same cards, all of the same energy at the same time. As you can see, there's so many different colors in this deck, the different borders. This is blue, so this would be a swords card. Green, so this is like Ace of Cups. When you have red, you know that it is earth. And this is just something you'd have to learn, of course, by just using the cards. Violet, purple, yeah, violet or purple. This one is fire, so wands. In the guidebook, they give you, of course, a little picture. Dang, I keep opening the Lovers. A little picture of the card, keywords about the card, explanation, affirmation, which is really good. I love when decks give you something else, something extra other than just keywords and like a traditional interpretation or a reversed interpretation. And it also gives you the traditional tarot archetype. So if you want to, like I said, learn and connect. So that was the 7th deck. Now we're moving on to the 8th deck. This is going really great. I've never said the word deck so many times in one video. Brezi, Ando, and Dinkra ancestral guidance cards. For those of you who don't know, I do have an Dinkra symbol on my body. Okay. I don't even know if this deck is still in still being in production or whatever. I don't think it is, because I believe that the creator of this deck sadly passed away. May she rest in peace. And so yeah, this is definitely one of a kind, very special deck that I hold near and dear to my heart, not just because of like ancestral reasons, but also because of it being limited edition or not something that's being printed again. I do hope that her family or her friends find a way to get this deck printed again, because it's very beautiful and it it's guidance cards. Ancestral guidance cards let you know. It has really, first card, has really great energy. The back of the cards has like all of the, or just some of the symbols on there. It's gold. You have gold foliage. Whenever you have gold and gold foliage, you know you're getting something nice, something luxury. I feel like the creator of the deck really wanted to give you good energy when there's like foliage on the side, especially when it's gold. You see how it's like shining. First symbol, the symbol that I have tattooed on me is Aya. So it shows you how to pronounce the word. I think my boyfriend just fell into it. It shows you how to pronounce the word. Shows you like what the word translates to in English. So this means fern, plant mom, fern, even though consequently I cannot keep a fern alive to save my life. And then it lets you know kind of what this symbol does magically. So this is definitely, this and this Making Magic Oracle are very similar. As you see, I like symbols, and I just like them. I guess that's like the witchy, spiritual practitioner, conjure. You know, that's just me. I like symbols. They mean a lot. Fern, named after the fern, a hardy plant which is known to grow under difficult climatic conditions. And so they have the cards. Some of them are white, and then some of them are black. I think the ones that mention like God or the Supreme or Spirit or King, like very prominent symbols, are the ones that are black. On to deck number 9 of only 10 tarot decks that I can keep. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. The Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck. I want to say this is the only collaborative deck that I have, but I'm not sure that I really honestly believe it is. Has a very small guidebook, but it does show you the image and gives you the author illustrator's name on from each card, and tells you kind of their understanding of the traditional meaning of the card and why they chose what they chose to put on the card. So I'm showing you how each of these cards are different. It does say love is love on the back. So yes, this is, like I said, the Pride Tarot. So it's LGBTQ plus A friendly. It's been a while since I learned those things in graduate school. So excuse me, I don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, every card is different because someone different illustrated every single card. I honestly want to get another one of these decks and frame all 78 of the cards, because that's just how special this deck is. You guys were on number 10, the final deck. So this is probably, if I had to choose one deck, this would be the one that I would choose because it's my favorite one. This is my first deck. As you can see, she's been through a lot. I heard they have this in a 10 version. I'm probably gonna get that. Yeah, I think it's very earthy, Sun and Moon Tarot, very earthy, and guidebook. Just very traditional, very short and very straight to the point. I do like that this guidebook gives like Air of Water for Prince of Cups, or Water of Water for Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, Jupiter, and Libra. So if you know, I love astrology, so whenever the card gives an astrological connection, I'm feeling it. Very, I'd say, deep and moody coloring. I'm not really one to like things that are too bright and flashy, unless it's like very regal and like I mean, the Pride and Tarot was bright and flashy, but you know, I do enjoy that on the top of the cards they give a keyword, and it's just very diverse. It's modern, and there's no expression on the people's faces, which I like. So you're not caught up in how they're feeling. You're more looking at the landscape and looking at what's going on. Yeah, this was my very first tarot deck, and this is the tarot deck that let me know I love tarot. And I could do this forever. I could literally play this game forever. So that was the only 10 tarot deck challenge, and I hope you all enjoyed it. It was very hard to go from my huge tarot oracle deck challenge or collection to just a couple decks. Here you see my face where you can click it to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And the first playlist is my tarot and oracle collection and divination collection. I think that's just 2 videos, and then below that is the really long playlist of all of the tarot and oracle unboxings that I've done so far here on YouTube. As always, it's me, Destiny of Manifest by Destiny. Until next time, bye everyone.
Maybe to stimulate my mind with some metaphysical fire breathing conversation.